Hello everybody, welcome and hello. We're gonna go ahead and get into a nice game. I'm just here throwing my companion cube because I was talking to people about Portal before and I've got a companion cube. Look at that, it's awesome. Anyway, that being my best intro ever because of the panda and the companion cube, like the plushiness of this whole thing is gonna be awesome. But now we're gonna be watching a really cool game because we've got UR.Frosticles, an unknown player, not really known the competitive of it all, but he's still incredibly powerful, being the red Protoss in the top right, going up against the Zerg Grinkers, being the blue Zerg in the bottom left. And it might actually be a random player based on two things. One, Frosticles being inside his base, and the other being the conversation at the start saying, "I'm Zerg," which makes me think that Grinkers is random. I could be lying though. I just have the replay, and I'm just going to be curious as to what's going to be happening. But Entombed Valley can be an odd map, especially for a one gate expand or something, or some kind of gateway first play from Protoss in the scenario, chiefly because of the fact that it's a large map. It's very easy to get a third base on. The thing that Zerg worries about though is with a third base is when they get force fielded inside, they lose the third, but then all they have to do is set up a flank, and then it's Protoss in a really awkward spot because then they can get their entire army down here killed. But in that situation, Toss can kind of just go for reinforcing inside their main base, just using their warp and cycles over here to defend an expansion, something along those lines. But there's pretty much an advantage straight away to the Zerg in the scenario by being Zerg and random and a gateway first out of Frosticles. I know for a fact, I've seen his stream a few times, he's one who definitely favors the Forge Fast expansion, as most tosses do. But as far as everything else goes, I am curious about Grinkers, because that's the real unknown factor in this game. Frosticles is a macro Protoss. Grinkers, on the other hand, is a complete unknown. He has no team tag, nothing about him, and it's a ladder game, so anything goes. Right now he's just playing standard. He got the pool first, and then the hatchery, and once he sees this, I'm curious about how he's going to respond. Whether he's just going to throw down another base or something. As of right now, though, he hasn't scouted. It's just this one Overlord that's actually out on the field. This other Overlord is spotting here for any kind of pylon blocks, any kind of weirdness from a probe or another probe coming in, all those things. But he's safe. He's got Lings out. He doesn't have to worry too much about pretty much anything. Frosticles is now throwing down his cyber at the bottom. This is definitely screaming to me that Grinkers is actually a random player. We're probably going to see Forge. Forge, yes, Forge. So it's going to be a Yuffie expansion almost. It was an awkward reference, but basically there's a build where it's either, I think it's Gateway up top, Forge on bottom, then Cyber on bottom, you wall and you go Nexus before your cyber or something. So you can basically do a cannon rush and zealot push if you really want to, but mostly just for a more awkward, versatile expansion gameplay. Maybe you just go 4-gate afterwards if you don't want it going down the Forge. But there are options. That's the main thing about going this, is you have different options, and Frosticles is going to be able to have much faster tech because of Cybernetics Core. Even though he was a little delayed, and oh, that's a miss. Oh wait, no, that's actually just not a wall at all for one zealot. That's a 2 zealot wide thing. You can fool this whole thing with a one pylon directly here. But Frosticles can easily make this better by throwing down a gateway or a pylon, something that ends in this area, so you get the 1 zealot wide choke. But if you look over here, the zealot has not been able to take care of the Zergling. The sentry will. And take a look at how many buttons Grinkles, the answer hitting. Yo, whoa, Grinkers got fast hands. Grinkers has seriously fast hands, and so is Frosticles. Both those guys almost at 200. Very fun to see. Still find it funny that the APM and the EPM are backwards, and that I still can't believe Blizzard got that backwards. But there's the full wall. Grinkers has indeed thrown down his third base, and looking over for him, we should be seeing some kind of Roach Warren or something within the next 2 minutes. But as of right now, Zerg is pretty much just trying to drone for that macro game. The double gas could be used in interesting ways. We actually might be able to get into very fast muted play with this. If we watch Grinkers throw all his guys into gas immediately and use that first 100 gas for his lair and then metabolic boost, that screams muted play. And if you have muted play off of 6 gases, that makes Protoss incredibly unhappy, especially if it's a fast thing like this. Granted, that's a little risky for any kind of early push from Protoss, and with 4-gate +1 zealot attacks becoming ever more common from Protoss, it kind of puts a dampener on these really hardcore techie plays that Zerg can do to make a Protoss's mid game really filled with tears. But as we can see right now, Grinkers right now just has first 100 gas, and it looks like he hasn't used, there we go, metabolic boost, that's what he's going to be using it for first. Most likely have the lair next, and a Roachborn down fairly soon, but Frosticles has managed to get down his +1, and his Nexus is now starting to be mined from, but notice he's got Twilight Council and a Robo up. Observer, we could easily see Blink coming in fairly soon, and he could make a very large +2 gateway push with the Mortar 2 with Blink if he wants to. That's incredibly powerful. You can be very aggressive, especially when you have force fieldable chokes like this into the Zerg's third. It can be incredibly effective. What Zerg is definitely going to want to be doing in this scenario is going to be just creeping spread out here and engaging the toss in these areas, these wider areas. Even though they're technically chokes with this can favor the Zerg because toss can use that as a force in here, block himself in, try and be fancy, and Zerg just has literally a few pixels to run around and get the full surround. So an engagement there can definitely favor the Zerg. Over here we do see the lair has begun, Roachborn is down, and the Evo chamber is idle. We don't see any spores or anything under Grinkers because he hasn't been able to get any kind of scouting off on Frosticles. On the flip side of this, Frosticles hasn't gotten any scouting on Grinkers either. Both players are just now beginning to send out their beginning scouting units. We have Lings watching out for that third base, Frosticles slowly, to quote the manager and team owner of UR, flashlighting the destructible rocks to death. Big shout out to Hand from above for being awesome. But there's that +2. We've got the Blink not started, but we do have a robotics base, so Frosticles is going to be going for Colossi. With Colossi coming out, he's going to prepare for a massive push, and he's really got to be wary of pushing out too soon before he's got the investment of the Colossus ready to help him out. But if he can get out of his third pretty soon, probably plan to do that once these rocks are down. It'll be interesting to see how it can actually go against this fourth of Grinkers, because Zerg's going to have 4 bases at the 10-11 minute mark, while Frosticles will be taking his third base. So there could be a timing in here where Grinkers will be maxed, and Frosticles will not be. And that's a big worry on other maps. Metalopolis, that can be a big worry. Tal'Darim Altered, that can also be a big worry. Entombed Valley is not that much of a worry for the it's not that big a worry for the Protoss because of the fact that you can turtle very efficiently on 3 bases on this map. You can wall this off, you've got this choke here, but every angle of engagement from Zerg is just these 2. It's not like an, oh my god, go in all these different sides. You can go into the main, the natural, and the third, all from 2 different areas. It's 2 ramps. And that can be seriously bad news for a Zerg trying to bust the front. Fast Broodlord plays things that are designed to deal with a Protoss going for a death ball, because Protoss can just turtle 3 bases, get up a bunch of Colossi, all upgrades, blink, charge, whatever they really desire, and Zerg can almost just lose from that. Frosticles running around, he's got good Scott, but take a look at what Grinkers is preparing to do. Grinkers is, I said Grinkers, didn't I? But look at his larva capacity. He's got Queen for every single hatch and 5 hatches, except maybe not a Queen for the macro hatch quite yet. He's actually getting drop. That's going to be really key. Spire, drop, all this. We're going to have a lot of aggression, multi-pronged attacks, and that could be the perfect thing to disrupt a toss that wants to turtle and get to that big death ball on this map. Because you can go ahead, frontal assault here, drop here, Muta's here, the frontal assault's a small amount of army, and just try and divert the attention of toss because it guarantees a lot of damage in one of these areas. Be it taking out tech probes or anything, Zerg can do damage, and that's what's seriously important. And look at the gas that Grinkers is going to be able to have. He's mining from so many right now, all at full capacity. He's literally going to have 8 guys mining, and he's already got a bunch of gas income. Look at how many drones he has too. That's a ton of drones. 87 drones. He's getting patching glands. The Spire is there, but he's not choosing to go for mutas quite yet. It may be set up for a transition, or just because of the possibility of Colossus. Looking around here, he hasn't seen the robotics bay or any. Oh, he has seen the robotics bay. He hasn't seen the robo itself, but he's seen the robotics bay. And that's all you need. What you know about Colossi. But take a look at Frosticles' count. It's just 2 Colossi right now. It's not like he has other ones here waiting to defend or just waiting to reinforce his army. It's just getting that +3 attack and moving in. Just take a look at how fast that +3 is. 15 minutes is one of the more faster times of a +3 attack off of a normal Forge fast expansion where you have that really quick Forge. We're already seeing plus you're going to be done at the 14-minute mark. That's very, very powerful, as there's the max Zerg, and we're going to have +3 completely ready for it. And is Frosticles? Yeah, Frosticles can't be thinking about moving out. He cannot move out for, oh my god, another base. So Grinkers is getting even another base right now. He is just teching up and expanding, and now we're going to see him throw down a bunch of spines, it would seem. Yeah, but there they are, just plopping down, and he's already got, yeah, actually, he can just keep those as spines. Look at his drone count, it's massive. I mean, with 85 drones there, he's free to do whatever he wants. It looks like he's going to use this to get down an above max army. If he chooses to cancel these guys, he can't go for it, but he should probably just keep them, considering his drone count is so high. But he's already preparing to get down. Look at that, he's already sent guys in here to even mine those gases. I don't even know where they are on the map. That's probably them. Yeah, in fact, that's actually exactly 6. So that's how much he's emphasizing the gas income. He's not even sending any guys to mine the minerals. Frosticles taking his own force. So we're having a pretty passive macro fest, but look at where they are in the game timer. It's only 15 minutes in. We have a 4th base and a 5th base going down. This is super, super macro-oriented gameplay. And oh, look at those. Oh, silly 2 drones. Going a half second too late. Not going to be a huge deal, but here we have the drop. We had the Ventral Saxony research before that we saw, and now we're going to have a big Roach, semi-ling drop, but mainly Roach drop. Frosticles is seriously turning. Look at his not even max yet, but his tech is just so solid. Absolutely solid. Now we've got second Spire, greater Spire. We're going to have double upgraded broods right now. Grinkers is playing for such a crazy late game style. He's going to want to go for mass broods, corruptors, fully upgraded, and this is going to be really hard for Frosticles to deal with. There we have a Void Ray coming out for him. Actually, he's getting a Mothership. There's the Mothership too. And oh, this could all be stopped actually if that gets sniped. If Grinkers sees it, he can try and snipe that Nexus before the Mothership gets down. We're going to see him moving in, going for all those gateways and the tech, and now we're going to watch as everything is going to start getting attacked. We've got all the roaches down here. Void Ray's in play. That's going to be able to be alive for a long time. And Frosticles is continuing to be super, super aggressive right now with defending this thing. He's going to be able to save Mothership, no problem. But he's losing a lot of warp gates. His Templar Archives could go down too. That'll be really bad for going for the Archon tool. Now he can't even get Archons out or anything. But he will be able to defend this. And to be honest, I think he came out on top of that. And now, since we have so many things going on, I'm going to quickly do this because I always forget to do that before I was casting. There we go. Now we're going to watch as those last couple of roaches die. And Frosticles going to stabilize with, honestly, he hasn't lost too much. But has Grinkers managed to do what he wanted to? He's got so much bank. To be honest, he really could be happy with this. Trades are good for him because he's got so much of an economy. And look at this defense. A lot of spines are over there. A lot of spines are over here. This is an almost impregnable position. If Frosticles chooses to engage, he's going to have to go against Broodlords with a ton of spine crawlers entrenched behind him. And look at the Broodlord count increasing. We're going to be up to 7 in a moment. And that's only going to increase. We have the Mothership out for Frosticles, but he has to re-put down his Twilight Templar Archives. There it is. Look at all those probes there, just finally finishing off that last mineral patch. But the Twilight Templar Archives just did it again. Templar Archives is down. We have a lot of guys trying to reinforce these warp gates in power, but Frosticles is starved and he's basically maxed. He's going to be able to throw down one more round of units and he's going to be pretty much done. But the mixture of these Void Rays is going to be really, really a big deal. The Colossus Void Ray is one of those famous very powerful compositions, and if you add in the Vortex and the ability to Archon Toilet, this was going to be such a bad army for Grinkers to really engage against without a ton of fungals and without the support of the spines. And if he gets hit by a Vortex, that's going to be terrible, because Frosticles is seriously preparing for that now, because that's almost the only thing that can destroy a really powerful Infestor, Broodlord, Max, Hive Tech army. Because you need that splash damage, you need that way to deal with that massiveness of the Zerg. And look at the larva. Grinkers is seriously, just preparing to deal with so much. He's going to be able to remax incredibly quickly. Look at how much larva he has. This is a godly amount. He's already got the gases mining over there too, but now we're watching as Frosticles seems like he may actually want to push. He's clearing out creep tumors, but there's just so much creep everywhere that there's still vision. He's catching all these spines as they are morphing, and we're going to watch as he's going to continue being able to move in or not, as I go for the wrong screen because he's not doing what I thought he did. But there he is. The gas is going to continue. Look at the gas income. I can't stress how important this is. The gas income is what Zerg wants. They want those techie units. Now we're seeing Frosticles take another base, and he hasn't engaged once. He is just macroing up like a fiend. And look at the APMs. These guys are still matching a lot of buttons. I'm just waiting for this engagement because they're both gearing up for it. They're both trying to get that maxed army with a lot of bang to reinforce quickly because they both have different avenues to do it. 14 broods. Okay, 14 broods and a ton of corruptors. Are there any infestors on the field whatsoever? There are 8 infestors. Oh, I can't even see them. They're actually under this army. You guys want to see them? They're, there they are. Hello, infestors. So they're the infestors amidst all this, and this is such an important army composition. Do we have other spores there? Detection, but are we going to have an engagement? Are we going to have engagement? Are we going to have engagement? Apparently we are about to. We're going to have them pushing against each other, or Frosticles is trying to stay outside the range of those spines, trying to coax those guys forward. There are a lot of Broodlords there. There's a few Archons, but it seems like we will not be having, or we will be having. There's a lot of wishy-washiness. Well, we're going to see them moving apart. We're moving around here. There are a ton of... Ooh, the Corruptor's trying to set up the mothership. They're trying to set up the mothership. They may be able to. It's corrupted, and that's going to fall. But there's still a Vortex thing cast, so we could still see a bunch of Corruptors going down. But the Overseers are there. Now we're having the Broodlords coming in, and there's no mothership there for any more Vortex, because this is what you really want to get Vortex. Why are the Infestors going in there? There are Archons in there. Now we're going to see them pushing in. The Infestors let themselves get hit. There we have the Archons moving in there. A lot of the Corruptors are getting hit. Fungal going down on so many units now, and it looks like the Zerg should be taking this battle. There's a ton of Broodlords there, forcing Frosticles back, and there is that retreat. And moving around, we do see the Colossus count is still there. 4 Colossi is definitely a solid amount. Now we have a bunch of Stalk being forced to move in, but there's the blink forward. Nice blink. Frosticles got to be careful to card down some of those broods. They are just in such high numbers, though. We can see them replenish quite quickly. Now they have infestors here. We could see no fungal, actually, because there's not enough energy. Now there's enough energy, but there wasn't before. But Frosticles does have this base up. He's got cannons there to support. They are getting sieged, though. There's going to be no transfer down there because then they'll just die. But as of right now, wait, where are the upgrades on the Broodlings? The Broodlings, I can't even select. Okay. We're going to have to go back to that Evo chamber to see exactly what the upgrades are. No melee attack upgrades! Oh, that's huge! That's huge! The Broodlords themselves are 1-1, but there's no melee attack upgrades. The Broodlings are the main DPS when you have such high count of Broodlords. That's what kills things so quickly. Especially when you mix that in with Adrenal Gland Lings, but there's not going to be the case. Now we're having them pushing, and we're having the Stalkers engaging, ready to kill off so many broods. There's a ton of Corruptors in play. Grinkers just wants to get those broods out, but they're all caught out of position. There's Fungal. Where's the Fungal? Grinkers, you got the Fungal, but it's going to end up losing the broods instead. There's a Fungal, but it's not going to matter. Those broods are still going to die, and that is a really unfortunate loss. But Grinkers does have a fair amount of minerals left, and he's spending all the gas. Oh, where's your preemptive drones? These gas geysers, you could use that, Grinkers. You already have 1,400 gas a minute though, and he's spending it too. This Grinkers guy is doing so much, and that's what he spent it on. Ho, guys, this is going to be an interesting battle. Once those pop, if those never mind. Oh, never mind. But Frosticles got this nice base up there. He hasn't used it yet either, so that's going to be easily mined from as he's sending down a bunch of probes. Still some minerals at his third, actually. Natural still's got some guys, too. He's got 3 robos ready to do stuff there. Robotic space getting put down again. Looks like that must have been taken out. I think it was taken out with that roach drop, actually, because that was over here in that techie area, and that's, it's the only time that was really hit. But all these broods, 15 broods are going to move in. Is he getting the upgrades? He's not getting any of them. Oh my god, Grinkers, get those melee attack upgrades. Now we're seeing him pushing in. We have infestors here, spines all the way up in the front too. But now we're going to see him moving in. All these guys are pressing forward. They're going to see them getting hit so hard. There's a lot of broods still alive. A ton of them are just sitting there wailing down at them. 12 are left. They are getting targeted down. Void Rays are doing a nice job of dying to the Corruptors. Yes, that's what's happening there. Now we're seeing him push forward as Frosticles is trying to macro up. He's got a lot. There's infestors here. Fungal those stalkers. Why aren't you fungal? The stalkers are moving in. You're attacking, but you're losing broods. They're down to 8 broods. That's such a ridiculous sense. He's down to 8 broods. 8 broods is scary enough as it is. Now we're seeing a late fungal by Grinkers, but he's still doing a lot of damage. It looks like Frosticles may be able to clean it up. The fact that he's got the 3/3 upgrades are helping him so much right now. And we're going to see that those corruptors are taking out all those units in the sky. As, oh, look at that one infestor getting caught by those force fields. But stalkers are getting fungal. But that may die. Oh, look at that stalker. 5 hit points left. We've got kills on these infestors. A fair amount, actually. But look at this. More broodlords. More bullets. Oh, nice DTs. Nice DTs by Frosticles coming down here to the bottom right. They're going to take down this base. And that is huge. You need that kind of aggression in the face of this really ridiculous Zerg army, because it's so hard for Frosticles to engage in the midst of all these spine cores. But he just wants to take out those broodlords. Look at the target fire. Going after those broodlords is what is so key. But those stalkers are going to sacrifice their lives because they're just dead. The broodlords turning around attacking them, and only a few stalkers are actually remaining. 6 stalkers after that whole force remaining. Some of them are quite damaged, but these DTs are doing a nice bit of work, and we're going to watch as Grinkers is going to starting to need to get those minerals mined. Look at this. He's so few guys on minerals. He's literally going pure infestor corrupted broodlord, and that is quite gas heavy. You can see his income is actually higher for his gas than his minerals. That is funny. That is awesome. Frosticles hasn't even killed that many drones. He's just down to 56 drones. So Grinkers' food count is quite low. Frosticles is technically ahead, and Frosticles has a higher income from the minerals. So we can get a lot of zealots to try and just tank hits and deal with them broodlings or something. But I can't believe that Grinkers doesn't have... There we finally 28 minutes he's getting this in. Now we're watching as Frosticles is once again engaging down here, doing a good bit of damage against down here. Good against those spines, splitting back very nicely. But now here comes the fungal. 15 infestors. Holy God! Look at the gas count. It's so high because there aren't enough drones just mining any kind of minerals right now. We are watching as there's been a little more damage done there. This spine wasn't quite able to be taken out. But around here, look at the creep. I can't believe the creep is so far forward, this far into the game. Frosticles have been forced back for an incredibly long time. Now we're having a ton of zealots being warped in just because of the fact that he's got the minerals. He just warped in 12 zealots, and he still has almost 1,000 minerals. He's not even maxed yet, but he's putting on a lot of pressure. And look at Grinkers getting more broods. More broods. So we're going to be up to 10 broods in a second. There we see him engaging. Fungal. Nice fungal. Oh, fungal on those zealots will be so deadly because then they won't be able to do anything. But now we're watching as Frosticles may be forced back yet again. Yeah, yet again. He is retreating, and we see another mothership is going down. It's getting chronoed out and everything. Warp Prism, oh, this would be great if he can use that for some harassment. But there's no more upgrades out for his areas. He did get a few, and it seems that we're going to watch as Grinkers will be taking this expansion. Will be very smart because against those DT attacks and charge lots of Warp Prisms and all that, he's going to need to have a base more easily defended and closer to his very immobile army. Now we're watching a full surround on the destructible rocks with broodlings. Look at how fast that's going down. These things have a ton of armor on them too. It's 2,000 health and 2 armor, and I got taken out in what, 10 seconds? Oh, that's unfortunate for Frosticles. He wanted that Nexus. Oh, Frosticles wanted that Nexus, but that's not happening. No way, no how. But we have Mothership out. We've got 4 Archons in play. That'll be nice, but look at the broodlord count. We're up to 13 broods. Grinkers is doing a great job making this useful because he's now getting the +2 melee attack. Even though it's a little late, not a big deal, but Frosticles is waiting to be aggressive over here. Grinkers can blatantly see this Warp Prism and watching as more guys are being built on here in the Spine Crawler region. Oh, he can get hit by the Spore. But he should got enough zealots. He should be able to actually take down all these guys. So there he's going to move, and the Warp Prism is going to die. The Warp Prism is going to fall. That's unfortunate. So goodbye to that Warp Prism. But we are watching as these spines are trying to disrupt the lives of these zealots, and it just may work. And oh, look at that infested going to pop and maybe get killed before they can even do anything. We see an infested Terran being plopped down. More infested Terrans being plopped down. That should be enough to save all but one of the 2. Is that serious? Okay, there we go. Now it's going to go down, but Frosticles is moving at the map. There's the mothership, and we have 4 Archons. Shield upgrades, level 2 is being researched now. Pro is being transferred. Frosticles still has a fair amount of income. Look at this. Now he's going to be able to get that Nexus down as well, but I'm scared for him. Look at this force. Look at that infestor count. This can get endlessly fungal, but the Colossus is so key here. If the Colossi can deal with those infestors, Frosticles should be able to take the battle. The problem is, will there be too many fungals in the conjunction with the broodlords? Because these are 2/2 broodlords. The +2 attack for those broodlings is about to complete, and Frosticles is still mining a fair degree. He's actually now out-incomed Grinkers, except for the gas. Grinkers has no idle drones, actually, but we're seeing, looks like just a drone was getting put on attack. But there we have, oh, nice little move with the Infested Terran going to be pushing in. There's a nice fungal going to go ahead and start stopping a lot of those units. Infested Terran are going to move in, but there's a big Archon toilet. No, no, but there's the Infestors popping out. Archons, they get blocked by, oh, but the worry is the Infested Terran. They can block the Archons getting in there. This will be a completely moot. Oh my god, it's going to succeed Archon Toilet. It's not going to be a moot Archon Toilet. We're going to watch as so much is going to die right now. Oh, there's a unit station. Oh, everything's getting hit. All the Broodlords are dead. All the Infestors are gone. Oh my god, you can't see me, but I'm just going... I was just like this. I was like, oh my god, the entire time. I was like, oh my god, Archon Toilet. Oh my god. Grinkers tried to be so good with blocking with the Infested Terrans. Oh, it didn't work. It was so close. It was so close. Oh, that was so close. But that was really, really well done by both players. Oh my god, Frost was at the money Archon Toilet. The money Archon Toilet at the end. Can't believe he actually managed to get in there. That Infested Terran thing is such a good move to be able to actually lock in all those units. I can't believe that just happened. Let's go for a replay. Okay, guys. I want to see this game. Let's actually see how much was killed. I rarely do this, but that is just such an insane moment. Let's see what happens before the battle and everything. So there's the vortex and everything. Okay. So here we are. We have... There it is. There's the engagement. We have 13 broods. We have 19 infestors. And now we're going to be... let's just see it exactly how many is about to die. All right. So here we have. We're gonna move in. 13 infestors, 13 broodlords, 22 infestors are left now. We're gonna have them. Okay, so there's this. They all get every single brood. I think just got 2 broods left. So there's 11 guys inside the toilet. Oh my god, so many. Why are so many infestors going in? But they are dropping this. This is so key because if you can actually stop the Archons from getting in, the Archon toilet can't happen. You just spawn out and then you get to just kill everything from the Zerg. That's what he wanted. But there were no fungals to lock in the Archons. He was relying purely on those. Oh, and then we just watch death. Look at the health. Oh, the health that is lost and killed. And that is a frustrating loss for Grinkers. To be honest, though, I think he would have won that game a lot sooner if he had just gotten his melee attack upgrades in conjunction with the air attack upgrades. I think Frosticles would have been dead 15 minutes ago. Having said that, though, awesome game! Oh my god! I throw around my companion cube in happiness. But that was an awesome game, so I hope you guys enjoyed that, because I did. Thank you very much for watching. I'm peacing out. That was awesome. That was so cool. That was so cool. Alright guys, I thank you for watching, but I gotta head out. I've got about 5 minutes to shower and meet up with my girlfriend, so I'm peacing out. But that was awesome. So, I'm gonna run a commercial and then say goodbye. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, because I did. Quite a lot. So thank you very much.